This video has been in production since April 5th. In that time, it's been stalled for multiple reasons, including but not limited to constant FFs.
Will he not FF? Do we have a hope to fight against?
Recording corruptions that make the video sometimes move at a crisp 5 FPS.
Oh my PC!
And all the other videos I posted that have kind of gone in the way, like Dokkan and the new set release. But it's done now. So I bring you, for your enjoy, never play Super Janemba in Fusion World. I'm going to give you some friendly words of advice. Under no circumstances should you ever look up the sound effect for base Janemba's loss. Today we're playing Janemba. Janemba, very outdated in this environment, especially as you consider that now he is officially a year old since he came out back at one of the first anniversary. He has a very universal condition, very good. As long as the card isn't leader locked, you can basically run anything you want. You can build a late game deck, an early game deck, rush down, a mid-range, whatever you want, because he can basically play any card in yellow. The new cards that we're going to try out for Janemba are going to be this Psyche Demon, which look its top 7 and reveals the Janemba. Important condition to remember with this Janemba search condition is that this can look up any Janemba, even Super Janembas, because this Janemba does not say Super Janemba, it just says Janemba, so you can search for this as well as this. We also got this new card. This is a forced life take, and then if you have a second immune draw a card. Very good standard card. Unfortunately, the life take is forced, so you can't really play this much, but pretty good standard 2 cost. And we got the Janemba, which is going to be our basically main swinging body. When you attack, if you have 2 or more reactive energy, you switch this card to active mode. Basically going to be always, because this Janemba restands 2 energy. So even if you play this for just the 3 that you're paying to play it, all you have to do is swing with your leader first and then swing with this. And then you get to swing twice with this, right? Very good ability. But the main thing that we're going to be showcasing today, which is not new, believe it or not, is going to be this Wicked Rampage. Now, Wicked Rampage came out back with Janemba on set 5, and it was a horrendously bad extra. If you've seen my video about the yellow reveals for this most recent set 9, you'll know what I'm talking about. But in case you don't, I'll give you a quick summary. This Wicked Rampage KOs a Psyche Demon, which is one of your 2 1-drops that are right here. Then it looks at top 5, reveals 1 Janemba, which means it searches for a Janemba, so it replaces itself. And then it plays Janemba 2 cost from your hand. You might be thinking that I'm crazy. That's an insane ability. Turning a 1 cost into a 2 cost while replacing itself for free, how could you not play that? Well, you also got to remember that this came out back in set 5. Back in set 5, the only Janembas that we had were this one, which is a vanilla. This one, which is just an okay card. It KOs at cost, but number 1, the card that it KOs has to be rested, and he has to pay an energy for it. So it does optionally self-awaken, so that's pretty good, but aside from that, not that good a card. And we also had this Janemba, which is an SR. That's all we had. This came out in set 6, technically. Yeah, it came out the set after, so you couldn't have access to it. And again, this and this is new, so we have not had access to them before. Before, all you could do is run this vanilla and this promo. Number 1, this promo is separate from all the other packs. I'll actually look it up right now so you know what I'm talking about. In order to obtain that Janemba specifically, you had to buy the promotional pack 5 here. You had to buy all sets of this, which I did, to unlock this Janemba. So you had to go out of your way to unlock this Janemba. For when average condition, you didn't really care about that. It wasn't that good a card. So that was basically like your only target, because you weren't playing the vanilla. Let's be so for real, the vanilla sucks, right? And the search condition was terrible as well, because since you only had 3 types of Janembas, assuming they had all 4 copies of this, because remember, this is an SR, so this was not common to get on the set it came out. So a lot of players just didn't have it. But if you had everything perfectly, including 4 copies of the SR, you had 12 targets in your 51 card deck. How did you think it was going to hit? Not very frequently, I would imagine. Now, not only do we get a better target, which is this Janemba right here, we also got a bunch of other different Janembas that came out with this new set that we can use to, be more relevant and increase our hit rate. We also got a new Psyche Demon, which is obviously supposed to be meant to be used with Wicked Rampage. So the play is, you play a Psyche Demon, the Psyche Demon replays itself. You play the extra, it KOs a Psyche Demons, the extra replaces itself, then you play either of these two targets. You're not going to play into vanilla, let's be so for real. And this will play yourself with a life and a draw. So you most likely want to play this. But in a pinch, you could also play this. You could also help you KO cards, so the condition, again, is not that good. Aside from that, we have a bit of an extra package. We have this to rest cards and this to lock cards. We're running extras because we're also running this Bulma. If you have a Psyche Demon in your hand, and you have a Bulma in your hand, and you've already played this, which is turn 2, very probable, you can, for 2 energy, play the Psyche Demon, then play the Bulma. Bulma picks up the Wicked Rampage. Wicked Rampage KOs the Psyche Demon. The Psyche Demon picks up a Janemba, and then plays a 2-cost Janemba, and then that Janemba either optionally takes a life or force takes a life and then draws a card, and then allows you to also KO cards on top of it all. All for the 2 energy that would cost to play this. This deck ends up doing a lot of plays in a single turn and ends up being very chaotic. Ultimately, doesn't add up to much. This stage of the game, this is a set 5 card again. This is a set 5. This was literally a year ago. This has been power scaled to hell and back. Pun not intended. This is not gonna cut it into the environment they're running in with today. Though we can obviously try it. I mean, it's a new tech. We can give it a shot. Additionally, I decided to throw in this Vegeta as a tech card. We could put in 2 more copies of the Village Janemba. Why would we do that? Of course. So I might as well throw in any other 2 cards. And the other 2 cards that I have to throw in are going to be this Vegeta. This Vegeta prevents KO on cards that are rested, and it can be any card in the battle area. So all your cards become protected, technically. Optionally, Self-Awakens and plays a 1-drop. In a vacuum, if you don't think about it too hard, this card ends up being really good, since every turn you're playing a 2-cost, essentially. All these cards being unable to be KO'd on top of them, giving you draw value, becomes very nice. But when you really think about it, what deck is this even good against? I mean, you can name a couple. For example, Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan being able to KO on anything is really good. Though you're already winning against Beast Gohan anyway, so who even cares? Who else does it care for? Shenron, when it plays a 7-cost triple strike, it doesn't KO anything. Mirror Yellow, Final Explosion is literally useless. Even if the cards are active, Final Explosion only KOs rest mode battle cards. So you have to set them to rest mode, and then if they're rested, then they can't be KO'd, so Final Explosion doesn't work anymore. But yeah, let's even look at the new decks that were most relevant in this current environment. Gogeta from the Broly movie and Gogeta GT. Gogeta from the Broly movie, though his leader effect is based on KO, which this can prevent, Gogeta can just minus your cards. If he plays the 2-cost into the secret rare, all your cards get minus, then that's literally, I'm not kidding, literally every card in your deck that's on battle will get destroyed. Because the highest card cost that we have is technically this if we have 5 energy stood. Are you going to leave 5 energy stood for this to live? You tell me. And it doesn't care about the KO effect because it's minus, and minus ignores KO effects. The other target is going to be Black Gogeta, Black GT Gogeta. And you might think this is pretty good because this nullifies the Goku's effect. So if you swarm the board without Goku being able to KO your cards, you can start looking really pretty. And that would be true. Unfortunately, we also got to remember one of Gogeta's biggest counters to 90% of the decks in the game, and that's this card right here. It's a 0-cost extra, which means that Gogeta doesn't have to play around it. He can just play it whenever he wants. So he just plays the Goku. He then buffs it up with Pinnacle of Strength. Pinnacle of Strength targets the Vegeta, which means that the skill gets negated. And then he does the KO effect. So all my cards get KO'd no matter what, right? And on this turn he plays it on 4 energy, I'm cooked. So Gogeta still counters me 90% of the time. Both of them could draw dead, but that applies to basically every deck in the game. That's not saying anything. Any deck can draw dead and lose to anything. But most of those matchups are going to be an instant loss anyway. But we'll play them out, see how this does, and we'll show the Janemba tech, of course. It is very fun. I have done testing with it, and the tech is unique. Now, of course, you can build Janemba some different ways. You could just run this Psyche Demon, and then this Janemba, and then just this, and then take off the Wicked Rampage and then put on whatever other cards are universally good in yellow. But at that point, like, who cares, right? There are a couple of different ways you can run Janemba, but this is just the way you're supposed to. So, additionally, I forgot to mention this with the Vegeta. Since it plays a 1-drop, imagine you have either a Psyche Demon in your hand, or I guess in your battle area, and then you have one of these in your drop. You can then use this ability to play at the Bulma. Bulma picks up a Wicked Rampage, KOs a Psyche Demon, and then plays a Janemba. Or, a Psyche Demon in your hand and the Wicked Rampage in your hand. You play this, then you play the Psyche Demon, because you can play a 1-drop with this. And then you play the Wicked Rampage, this is a 0. And then you can play a 3 and a 2 for 3 energy. Now, it wouldn't make much sense, but if they added a Janemba super combo, you could pick it up with either Wicked Rampage, or you could pick it up with the Psyche Demon that looks for Janembas. So that would be really nice. Unfortunately, we don't have that option. But anyways, aside from all of that, we're just going to be running some games. Nothing else to really see here. Our first game is going to be against Dragon Balls. Okay. Now, Dragon Balls is actually a really good matchup for us because, again, as I mentioned before, 3-cost Vegeta kind of freezes everything that he wants to play. I don't want to re-roll this because we have everything, but we don't have the extra, which kind of sucks for us. If we top-decked it, we'd be looking good, but if not, now we'll have to wait 5,000 years for this turn to end, so we'll see when this ends. We'll see how this goes. I mean, anything I'll probably fast forward, but I think I could also just speed it up and then so you can see all the turns. Because, I mean, what am I supposed to say here? I can't even look at commented over the cards that he just got because I can't see them. So, the vanilla... No, we'll charge this, actually. We don't need that. And we'll get rid of the Bulma, of course. Great. Perfect top deck. Perfect top deck. Okay. Even better. He doesn't know. Chad, he doesn't know how Janemba works. Perfect. We'll have to see it. Now I'm lagging like hell, but we'll make it work. We need to find the Janemba, so instead of playing this second demon, we're going to play the one searcher. None of these Janembas we can play. But we'll pick up this one. Sure, whatever. And then we'll wait, we have to swing with it first. I almost forgot. And we're lagging. That's great. We KO it with the Psychic Demon extra. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then we play this. And I think... Okay. They got me laughing like Janemba, dude. They got me laughing like Janemba. That was actually crazy. That was one of my best matchups possible. I don't know if I'll count that. I mean, obviously I'm going to include it in the video, but I don't know if I'm going to count that as an actual game. We'll see. But yeah, that was one of my best matchups possible, because the Psychic Demons can swing, and then you can also play the Janemba, and then everything becomes crazy. Very nice to see. Our next game is going to be against Yellow Vegeta. Now, obviously, Yellow Vegeta is going to be 1,000 times better deck than we are ever going to be. But at least it's something different from the current environment. So, and, dude, I don't get to play a game because everyone keeps FFing against Yellow Janemba, dude. What are we doing? Is this the same Dragon Balls? It is. He's gonna FF? Yeah. Dude, I can't play, man! I can't play because I'm trying to play Janemba and I can't because everyone keeps FFing. What am I even supposed to say, dude? And then I'm gonna fight against Blue Gogeta. What Blue Gogeta is gonna see Janemba? They're gonna FF instantly, man. Like, what are we doing? My gosh, man, it's not even that crazy attack, dude. I'm literally playing an extra from a year ago. Whatever. Next game, man. This is it, and we're surely we get to play. Surely we do get to do more than our first turn. Is that Namek Goku? Is that the black one? It is. Okay, so this is a new deck. Now we do have a couple of answers to everything he can do. We'll re-roll this, because it's not a good starting hand. We can, if he plays the... I'm lagging really bad. It's insane. If he plays the Krillin, we can freeze it with this, so we don't have to actually KO it. And we have literally no starting plays, so that's really nice. Yeah, so I think we'll just, we'll charge this and play a Bulma. Goku doesn't have that many cards that can KO 1-drops, so we'll just play that 1-drop and surely it'll live. Unless he's throwing like something like Giru. But yeah, just like every other deck, Janemba can dead draw, but it matters a lot more for Janemba because Janemba doesn't really have anything he can pivot to if he doesn't get his Psychic Demons and stuff. Because that's the entire deck that he's running. So we do this, we take it. Alright, we got a Psychic. Okay, so we can do the attack now, at least. We'll charge this since I don't think it's going to be very useful, at least not right now. And then we'll do the combo. Well, let's start by swinging first, actually. Alright, let's start with the attack. Okay. Find a Janemba. This is perfect. Use the Psychic Demon extra with the game lagging as much as it possibly could. And then we pick... This doesn't matter, I guess we'll pick up this one. And then we play this. Now we can freeze that Krillin. And then pass. We could have also swung with this, actually. I should have swung with this. Because I wanted to get... we should get him down since awakening him doesn't matter and we're already at 5. Alright, we'll see how this goes, though. Place another Krillin. Okay, so it didn't even matter. Okay, there's Wicked Rampage. We can charge that because we can pick the other one back up with, you know, the other card. We don't need this. So I don't think we're ever going to need that. I think that Janemba is good, but we don't really need it. We actually don't need to really rest anything, so I guess we'll just charge... Okay, we definitely don't need 2 of these. That is for sure. That is 100% guarantee. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We'll play this, then we'll restand 2 energy. With 2 energy, we can play this and then play this with this, and then, okay. You'll see I mean, it'll take too long to explain. You just see the turn, man. We need to KO one of these, though, so we'll just get rid of one. Lets it live or saves it, doesn't really matter. He doesn't have Pinnacle of Strength because he's not Gogeta, so not have to worry about ignoring the swing effect. So we can just ignore that one. We can then start swinging to him. This swings twice. He takes it. This swings again. He doesn't take it. He blocks it. We swing again. He takes it. Now we play one of these Psychic Demons. Look for a Janemba. We don't have any of that 0, so we'll pick up this 0 because we might need it later. Or, I mean, we did find another one. We'll pick it up. We don't really need this anyway, so besides being a 10, sorry, we'll just take it. We can then do this. This KOs a Psychic Demon. This picks up a Janemba, which can be this one, sure. And then we play this. We decide not to take the life. Then we can use this to KO this Krillin. He gets a key, doesn't matter. We'll live with it. Then he has to block the swing or take it. He takes it. Now we're tied up. This picks up back a card we played on the first turn. And we pick up a Fierce Hyper Beam because we don't really need this anymore. And then we pass. If he swings into this, it'll have taken a swing. If he doesn't, and it lives, we should still be good because it picks up another card. So it still benefits us to play this, even if it doesn't do much except pick up a card. He shouldn't have charged this. He should have played it. Unless he's planning to play the critical. We'll save it with the vanilla. And he plays that, yep. At least he won't be playing the 7 cost. That's good. This living next turn is going to be huge because then he gets 2 swings again. So it's going to be very troublesome for him if he lets it live. And if he swings into this, yes, we're still saving that. Yes, we are indeed saving that. We'll be using this because I don't think we need it. No, he could play the Goku. We'll play it next turn because he could play the Goku to the 4 cost. So we'll save that. Legendary Warrior to KO this. That'd not be a bad idea. Yep, that's not bad. And he passes, okay. I mean, we gotta start with reliable, right? I mean, this feels like this is just what we do every single day. And then we swing. He could have Ultimate Sparking, but he doesn't have an energy marker, so he's not gonna be able to use it. This swings twice again. He takes it. We'll let that go. We don't use the extra energy. He uses a key to defend it. That does not cost him a card anymore, which is nice for him. We would like to play this if he plays the Goku. We don't have a 1-drop, so it'd just be really bad, wouldn't it? I mean, if we lose to it, I mean, what are we going to do? Like, if we had a 1-drop, then maybe we could play it, but we'll just do this. Draw a card. We get that. We don't really need that. We use the Bulma. Bulma gets it back. And then we use this to draw back a card. I don't think it's worth it to just play that raw. I think we just draw the card. Okay, well, that's that. And then we pass. I guess. IG. Again, if he plays the 4-cost Goku, that's going to be real troublesome for us, but, like, I mean, we could have played this instead, but without a 1-drop, it would have been basically whatever effect. And if he does the extra again, oh, that's not good news. That's not good news. I asked for good news. There's a very good chance he has the 4-cost. And if he does, then yeah, we're cooked. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, no, there it is. I mean, at least this will just be like a regular swing. Oh, he's mostly leader key. Well, that's good. We were taking that anyway, so. Now, whatever board we build up now is basically going to get removed instantly, so we'll have to actually find another alternative method to try to get rid of the madness. Alright, okay, we're getting nothing. This we don't have to swing with the leader to get its effect. We will still be playing it, because of course we will. I mean, duh. Let's be so for real. Yeah, let's do this. Not very creative plays all around, but just kind of what we have to do. Use the key from that, okay. We then swing with this leader. It doesn't draw us a card because we don't draw a card with that, but it does get us our energy back. We should use with this to freeze this because we kind of have to freeze that. Then we can play a Psychic Demon to KO this, and then hopefully we get a Bulma or something. This needs to be a Bulma or, well, it has to be the Bulma. It can't be the extra because we can't. Okay, well, I didn't get the Bulma either, so that's cool. I what do you want me to do, chat box? What is the plan here? I guess we can just play this and then this on top of that to KO the Bulma. Don't take the life. Play this. This picks up a Janemba, which can be like basically like 2 cards in my deck. Okay, thank you for all the zeros, man. Really appreciate it. That dies. Then we swing this. Next turn we can play this, so we're looking good. If we can just survive till next turn with 3 zeros in our hand, we might be looking not that bad. But we'll actually see how it goes. I mean, same deal, we just saved that. Again, we'd like the Bulma to be able to play this Psyche Demon and turn it into a 2-cost. Though I think we've ran out of 2-costs, right? We have that, we have that, we have that, we got rid of that. Yeah, we don't have that many 2-costs to run with. He can't play Double Strike, so that's good at least. Okay, that's the Double Strike, yeah, but he can't play because he doesn't have Gokus. That I think we just save straight up because we need to have the swings for next turn and see if we kill. He has a lot of ki. I don't think we can win this with the cards that we got, dude. Yeah, we just use another super. Though we could have just let this die, to be fair. Because we don't need to prevent... No, we do, because then he could use Goku GT's thing. We get rid of one of these. We then swing into here. We already have distant energy for it. We can't go all in, and he has to Double Strike next turn, so... What do you guys think? Now, if we win by 1 card off, this was a very preventable situation. Because we could have swung 1 extra time. Though the odds of that are, like, infinitesimal. For it to go out that way. Play this Janemba. Swing with the lead. Use the key on that? Maybe he's baiting me in. But I mean, like, what else am I supposed to do? We have to swing with this now. We can't use any key. So there's no reason not to swing with it now. 2 supers. He could have another one. Okay, let's see what we draw with this. I'll take that. And then we do this. Well, I don't think we'll get enough, though. We gotta get something really good. The vanilla does not constitute as something good. We'll use the 10k. And then use our key to draw. Okay, that's a 40k. If he only has a super and 2 zeros, we win. So let's see. Oh, okay, we won. Whew. I would say, I wouldn't say undeservedly. But if we drew well, we could have made it not that close a game. Because, remember, we had to waste essentially a turn at the start of the game by just playing a Bulma. Which helped, but ultimately it was whatever. But we won. We got it. Our second game is going to be against... Isn't this the same Namek Goku? It is. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy, too. I'm not going to do the same match. Dude, will he not FF? Do we have a hope to fight against... I can't play it! This video will have one more Janemba game, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to hop into ranked. All the matches that I've done in this channel so far have been free match. We're going to hop into silver ranked with yellow Janemba. You guys think that's going to be a good idea? I don't. Let's do it, man. Because surely we will not get an instant FF. People are just genuinely pissing their pants over Janemba, man, and I'm here for it. Obviously, I am here to see it 5,000 times over, dude. Now here is going to be the part where we don't find anybody on silver rank. We'll come back when we actually find a match. All right, we're back, and we're fighting against Blue Gogeta. Okay, so again, at the start of the video, I said this matchup is horrible for me. But, you know, I would like to play against any other deck that isn't the same 5,000 meta decks, but, you know. Unfortunately, people see Janemba, they instant FF. I don't know why that would be, but they do. We start with Psyche Demon, so we'll keep this hand. We do need to draw the Wicked Rampage extra, but I'll take my chances. Okay, nothing here to really play. I guess we'll charge this and then play the Psyche Demon. And lag. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something with my video encoder, because I did change it in terms of OBS, and it might be that. That's why it's lagging, but it is lagging like it's actually starting to get unbearable. It's starting to get a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. Might be time to start switching devices, if you drift my catch. Okay, well, let's look at Rampage, so we're looking good in that department. Be fine, but for some reason he's running Saved by the Barrier, which, okay, I mean, I guess. I mean, he's in silver. Maybe he might not play the best. Okay, good. Wait, actually, even if he had something to play, I would have rested it and swung into it. So it's fun that he did that, so I had to swing into him. If that was his intention as a silver rank player, but whatever. We'll assume that it was. Another Wicked Rampage. We'll do this. We'll pick up a Janemba, and we'll lag 5,000 times. Yeah, that's pretty true. Pick up a Janemba, and we don't have the good one. I guess we'll have to settle with this one. We won't pick up the vanilla. We'll do this. We can play the other one just outright if we don't get anything good. Please be a Psyche Demon. Hey! Hey! Never draw dead. You know what I always say, chat? Never draw dead. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is never draw dead. It's pretty simple when you really consider all the options. And then we pick up, I guess, this one? Sure. And we play this. We pick up 2 cards, play another Psyche Demon, and we get ready for next turn. We pick up a Bulma, or another Psyche Demon, sure. We can play, not very likely we'll get Wicked Rampage again just outright without the Bulma because we already played 2, but Saved by the Barrier twice. Okay, this guy's the Saved by the Barrier feed, dude. This is actually gonna be really good. We're gonna play it instantly if we get the chance. Depending on what he plays, obviously, because, you know, that's how we'll adapt to the situation. And he's playing the Vegeta. We actually want to get rid of that instantly. Oh, but we actually can because we have this. So this is what we'll do. We'll charge this. We don't need 2. We don't want to awaken him either. And we want to play this. So I guess what we can do... We don't... Okay, so here's the complicated part. Well, no, we can do something actually really cool. So you know how Janemba draws on his swing? We're not going to be using that right now. We actually want to... Well, the opposite. Let me re-explain. He doesn't draw when he awakens. But he draws on his regular swing, so if we can just use the second energy, we just do this, which is swing regular, and then flip. Instead of using the energy, we can use it for a draw instead. So we can draw twice instead of drawing just once. And since we don't need to play anything this turn, since he's been behind, we can just get the swing in here. He takes it, obviously. Now we can use this ability to draw again. We get the Wicked Rampage extra. And we're going to use it now, actually. There's no reason not to use it now. We pick up another Janemba. Nice pickup. And then we play this one, because this one's the one that we do not self-awaken. And then we do this into here. We don't want to awaken him. And then we use this to KO this Vegeta. And then we pass. Now we have everything set up here. Next turn, we can play this Janemba into this Vegeta. Which means that our cards will be protected. And we get to swing twice as well. So we're going to be looking fantastic once you get that set up. This was all predicated on the fact that he's been very behind and not have really played anything. But we're looking very good. We're looking fantastic. Then next turn, everything here swings no matter what it is, because he's going to be able to awaken no matter what. So we'll just counter him, and we'll see how he responds. Okay, doesn't combo up, which means that he's probably not planning to awaken. Either he just wasted a swing. So everything will live as long as you play this. We'll be fine in that department. And if nothing can be KO'd, then, you know, things start getting really spicy from there. Now, if we had the Bulma, I'd be looking really spiffy, but we don't. There's the Vegeta, so he just wasted his swing. He just wasted his swing. That's all he did. And he plays a Goku. Okay. With the Goku, I mean, the real option will be to minus that Janemba and swing into it, because there's nothing else he can really play. Unless he breaks Marker for like a 1-drop 15k, I mean, there's no way. There's just simply no shot. Now we know he has the promo in his hand, and we're going to KO that instantly. That's not living. That makes... Oh, I guess that... No, he hasn't played Fusion... Oh, he can play Fusion Evolve right now. I forgot about that. Yeah, he can. Yes, he can. We'll use... Well, since he can play a Fusion Evolve combo, we might as well get rid of this to combo out to make sure he can't minus it and use his leader ability. I can't believe he's actually stabilizing with that play. It's insane how good Gogeta is. It is crazy. Now, his only real good hope here is to let this live and then try to go for Secret Rare, but I don't know if he knows that yet. And he just plays that? Oh, he could play the other Gogeta too. That feels bad. But at least he broke Marker, which means that his Secret Rare is even farther away. Yep, that picks up a card. It is actually crazy insane that he is able to do this. I can't believe it. I genuinely am in shock that he's able to actually stabilize out of the situation he created for himself. I am mouth agape right now. You have no idea. Gogeta's just too crazy, man. It's just too insane. Okay, so whatever he minuses is just dead. Swings into me. That's rather weird. She will just block, of course. Now, double swing Janemba into this might be tough because we don't have that many pieces to be able to sacrifice. Well, goodbye. What are we gonna get? I mean, we don't need this many Psychic Demons, do we? I guess we don't. No, not really. Now, if I play this and this, we won't be able to lock this, so we have to KO it here no matter what. We don't even have a lock, though. This sucks, man. I need good cards, dude. I need them good, and I need them now, man. I need them good, and I need them now. Okay, here's what we'll do. Swing, then into here. This will swing twice. I'll obviously swing into this Gogeta because we need it dead. He takes it. That's actually a really good take because that means that he has more cards to defend this. If I could please swing, man. This game is lagging way too hard. That's a weird card to play. Are we swinging to here? That's a weird card to play. We can't swing up to that or KO it with the ability, so we'll do this, nullify, we won't use that ability. He takes it. Not a bad take. Now what are we gonna... If we had to freeze, we'd probably just play Janemba and then freeze this. But we have to play this to at least try to prevent the KO effect. So we'll do this, and then we'll play this. Another thing we can't use. Swing into here. He lets it go. Duh. Then we also swing here. Alright, and we pass. Now if we had cards instead of garbage, we would be able to actually freeze this Gogeta and still oppress the board and swing. Unfortunately, we can't do that because we have gotten garbage and not good cards, so we had to pivot into doing the line we did initially, which is this Janemba to this Vegeta. Though, to be fair to me, and to this game's RNG, the fact that Gogeta could even come close to, like, stabilizing himself to the degree that he did...
He's playing a vanilla!
He's playing a vanilla Analaza, and I'm still in the back burner trying to find a way to survive, dude. You cannot make this up! Okay, well, we don't need this. We want all of these because we want to play them all. Let's see what he does. This swing into the... Well, I guess it... Oh, that's actually a lot. A really big swing. That's a 40, right? The first time this card's ever going to be useful is against Janemba. If he swings into this, then we're going to have to defend it, and it's not going to... It's going to cost us a pretty penny. It's going to cost us a lot. And the game is lagging like crazy, so we're going great. This game sucks. I can't take that... Well, I guess I can. Aw. Aw. Totes Adorbs. I don't have a 10, and I don't want to use 2 5s, and I don't want to use a super either. So take it? I mean, I guess, sure. I mean, if he doesn't swing into my board, he's just gonna die next turn, isn't he? Like, he's just gonna suffer, isn't he? Like, I won't die, won't I? He can't play Secret Rare next turn. Nor this turn, of course. Well, actually, he can with the Chi Lights. I forgot the Chi Lights are a thing that exists in this game. Okay, that goes up to 45. He could actually kill me. With the okay, I'm saving that, and it's good that he swung into that because that means that I just defended with a super. Now swings for he didn't get the power up. Why? Oh, because he didn't use it. Oh, he wants to leave that stood. Okay. Well, no. Well, no, that is not going to happen. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but no, that's not gonna. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll swing this twice instantly. No reason to stall this. Hopefully, we had a Bulma, but we don't. So, sucks to suck. He lets it die. Beautiful. This swings again. He's running out of time. Oh, I know why he didn't do with the Gogeta, because he ran out of time. That's a thing that can happen. Okay, he goes to 1. We'll then play this Janemba again. We don't need to swing again to swing twice with this. This swings twice. He uses the super. We later swing with Janemba. Lag the game. Use another super. Now, I believe we just... use this instead of our leader ability, and then freeze that, because we can't really play anything else. We get another Vegeta, which is kind of useless. We then freeze it, duh. And what do we get? One of those, okay. We don't really want those on board, because it doesn't make a difference, so what we'll do is we'll just draw. We can't go for game, because none of our cards really... I mean, we can, but it wouldn't be smart. If we get... Do we do the fun play? I mean, let's do the fun play. We're already winning. We're already high up on cards, and we can just kill him next turn. Let's go for the fun play. Please give me a Bulma. Bulma, please. Yes! You just read my mind. What was y'all thinking? Alright, now we do this. Wicked Rampage. Wicked Rampage. KO's the Psyche Demon. Pick up a Janemba, and this one's even better, perfect. And we play it, and then we swing. And since this Bulma's defended with this ability... He has to either hard minus it by 5 or by any other kind of minus, and he gives up. He gives up anyway. Okay. Well, that was the most Mickey beginner played the game today Gogeta of all time in terms of his deck build because it was literally running a vanilla. But we won. So to recap, is this Janemba list good? Not exactly. You might be thinking, why am I saying that? Didn't I win my 2 games? Well, yes, but against Black, Yellow is extremely good, which one of our matches was against Super Saiyan Goku. Black Gogeta is kind of an exception, but against other Black decks that aren't like meta, yes, Yellow's really good against them. But we still struggled, of course. That shouldn't even happen with a regular Yellow deck, but we did struggle. Like, final thoughts, this deck doesn't seem to have the horses for it. Even when you get everything done Well, I didn't get everything done perfectly, but when you get everything done good, like you need everything to go exactly perfectly how you need it all the time, with all the exact cards, and just in this environment, that's not viable. The only 2 matches I won was against Black Super Saiyan Goku, which again is a good deck, but it gets pretty countered by Yellow, and against Red Gogeta BR that just started playing the game yesterday for Christmas. It just becomes really bad. And the fact that he stabilized even after all the bad draws, like that was crazy. That was insane. Janemba really needs like a more stable game plan. Again, you can play Janemba a myriad of ways. I was just kind of showcasing the Wicked Rampage combo, which is the intended support for this. That's literally what it's supposed to be used for. But yeah, Janemba just needs some more help. You know what I mean? That's ironic because he just got help, but obviously it isn't good enough. A tech from a year ago, it's not going to cut it, especially when you're fighting against decks in the game. Would have liked to go for 3 games instead of 2, but as you can clearly see by the footage I'm going to add in this video, Janemba, apparently people see it in the instant FF. Like they are pissing their pants. I mean, Yellow Janemba was good when it came out, and it wasn't, I don't think it was the best Yellow deck, because I'm pretty sure at that point in set 4 we have gotten Boo Tanks, which was an actual restricted Yellow deck. But Janemba still very nice, very good leader. He does, again, he's not one of the better Yellow decks. I would still take Yellow Vegeta over him. I would still take Gogeta over him. I'd even take Goma over him. I still think Goma's an even better deck than this one. But it at least does something different. It's a very unique tech, and it is a lot of fun. When you get everything to work and you get to do like 50,000 plays in a turn, it becomes actually really fun. But yeah, that's Janemba, and don't try this, please, because you won't get into a game ever.